Hello and welcome to Rain on My Crusade. Chapter 8, The Passion of the Film.
How does one get off this thing?
There was a reason that I invented the shot of Harrison riding a horse into the sunset, because I thought that brought the curtain down on the trilogy, and then we were all going to move on and mature into other aspects of filmmaking, and I never thought I would ever see Indiana Jones again.
Kogonada's visual essay, Dreams of Cinema, suggests that the dream sequences in Day for Night represent a confessional from filmmaker Truffaut. 3 dreams depict successive stages of a boy, presumably a flashback of Truffaut's director character Ferrand, kneeling before a cinema and snatching photos through its barricaded entrance. Then, by cutting from the barricade to the present-day movie studio gates, an allegorical connection is made, linking his juvenile obsession to the later fulfillment of his adult artistic vision. Stealing pictures is directing. Kogonada's interpretation of this boy-thief dream puts an interesting spin on Steven Spielberg's decision to cast Truffaut as the scientist Lacombe in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Here we witness UFO-obsessed people defy authorities and cross barbed barricades to get to a common destination received in a vision, actions which only Lacombe can recognize and empathize with. Obsessed people breaking barricades because they are touched by the vision.
I did the same thing with Universal Studios. Very early on when I was going to Long Beach State College, I snuck onto the lot wearing a coat and tie and carrying a briefcase. And I did the same thing, little eye contact, little briefcase, little tie, and I got right in. And I was fine for about 3 months, and then I was thrown off the lot.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind can be seen as an allegory for young Spielberg's obsession with breaking into cinema.
I was Neary in that movie. Something opens up his imagination to go for something that he thinks is going to provide some cathartic answer.
Which makes Truffaut the perfect choice to portray one who is sympathetic to those who are touched by the vision. Continuing the cinema-obsessive thread into Spielberg's next film, 1941, depicts members of a Japanese submarine crew obsessively exclaiming Hollywood throughout their mission along the California coast, which then leads to a re-examination of the Belloq character in Raiders of the Lost Ark, a French-accented archaeologist who is but a shadowy reflection to the Indiana Jones protagonist. Is Belloq a sinister version of Lacombe?
Now you're getting nasty.
Is Spielberg by 1981 seeing cinema obsession as something less attractive than it once was?
In 1997, I would never make Close Encounters the way I made it in 1977, because I have a family that I would never leave. That was just the privileges of youth.
Prior to Raiders, obsessed and passionate characters regularly populated Steven Spielberg movies. They drove the action and made for compelling cinema.
How does one say it? Obtainer of rare antiquities.
In Raiders, Indy's enthusiasm and passion for archaeology, either in the field or at the chalkboard, is shown to infect allies like Marcus, Marion, and Sallah, while adversaries like Belloq and Toht are shown to be equally enthusiastic in their own pursuits. More than that, Belloq has shown that he understands Indy's passion for archaeology, at times more than Indy himself. What about Last Crusade? Indy's delivery of his new mantra, "It belongs in a museum," doesn't have the passion we saw in Raiders' chalkboard Indy. Has he lost interest in archaeology?
It's petroleum. I should sink a well down here and retire.
It's time to ask yourself what you believe.
There are glimmers of a passion for archaeology when Indy uncovers the Grail tablet, but for the most part, Henry Sr., more than his son, seems to be left holding the torch for antiquity passion in this movie. And his adversaries, Donovan, Vogel, and Elsa, spend most of the movie behaving like they're on a boring field trip. Vogel only gets mildly excited when he can slap Henry, and Elsa saves all her excitement for her fatal character exit. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Fine as we have. Any questions?